are spinning.
Hello, my fellow patriots. My name is Ronald Perryman, and welcome to another episode of Spinning. It's a great time to be alive right now in America.
Lock her up. That's right.
I mean, Nancy Pelosi has finally been put out to pasture. Don Lemon has been hidden in the basement with a early morning slot on CNN, and that Marxist Bruce Springsteen's new record of soul classics is bombing on the sales charts. I mean, yeah, probably Joe Biden and Barack Obama bought one or more. Probably the label sent them one for free. But most non-communists have turned their back on this guy and are sure not buying tickets for his upcoming concert tour. You know, he won't be performing at any future presidential inaugurations anytime soon. No, in 2 short years, I can hardly wait until I see the lineup of entertainers set to perform at Donald Trump's next inauguration. It'll be tough to top his first gala celebration that featured Toby Keith, Lee Greenwood, Three Doors Down, and so many more great stars. I can smell and hear victory in 2024 right now. All right, let me now introduce another great American, my co-host, Gerald Holcolmb. Do you smell victory in the air too?
I most certainly do, Ronald. It smells very pungent right now. So, I am Gerald Holcolmb, your voice for liberty and freedom.
Freedom!
You know, just thinking about Donald Trump's next inauguration sends chills down my legs. They're really tingling as I speak to know that very soon the greatest president in world history, Donald J. Trump, will be returned to his rightful place. And with him will come the same great people that were around him in his first term. You know, the best and brightest minds that served in his cabinet. And don't discount the wisdom that Melania also brings to this country, and she's a freebie as First Lady. Spud, you're up next, and I don't want to demoralize you, but you very soon will be very, very sad, man.
Hey, I take medication for SAD, so don't worry about me, okay? And the weather also is about to get nicer any day now, too. So you guys are so wrong about most everything you tossed out. Nancy Pelosi's doing just fine, laughing and taking it all in, as I, too, personally had the best time of my life watching that GOP poop show in the House nominating McCarthy. I mean, I know those whack, Job Freedom Caucus members all think they'll someday get a commentator gig on Fox News, but let's be real, they all have at best a 60-40 chance to work there in the future. And regarding Bruce Springsteen, he is selling out his new tour with tickets up to $5,000, which I won't lie, kind of bums me out. And lastly, the only way Donald Trump ever returns to the White House would be as a DC prison work release inmate assigned to a crew cleaning up after a state dinner or something. You conservatives just dream really big, though. I got to give you that. Anyway, all right, can we just move on and get to the first topic?
Spinning. Heads are spinning.
This one is mine. As a true patriot myself, I cannot tell you how proud I am to be a member of the Republican Party now that we have finally begun our oversight responsibilities. Very soon we will begin to take down all the radical leftists everywhere in government.
Yo, I am so very proud to be a Republican these days too, Ronald. Maybe more even than you. I've been waiting years for the Democrats to have the light shined on their legislative shenanigans.
I think that's called governing, and good luck with that, by the way. Republicans have a cuckoo's nest full of goobers now in office. Try and get a majority of your party to vote for even an agreement to allow members to use the restroom.
Members can use the restroom anytime they need, Spud. No, I am anxiously awaiting so many investigations to begin. Of course, number one on the list is Hunter Biden's laptop. We will soon find out all of the secrets hidden on the hard drive of that HP Pavilion laptop, which features a 265 GB hard drive, Windows 10, and an Intel Core. I don't think most people understand how many crimes and acts of treason are on that thing. It's like a normal Pandora's box, but it contains 1 million times more secrets.
Well, I would say it might contain maybe 4 to 5 million secrets, if not more. It's all stored on that laptop, Ronald.
I hope most of those GOP dudes, who by the way look like they were taken out of an old Dragnet episode, will bring a change of underwear to work, as there's going to be a lot of bodily fluids excreted from your team on that House floor. They already look like they're in heat before they've even started.
Again, they can use the restroom when they need it, Spud. So will you admit to being at least a bit concerned that soon most of your party serving in D.C. will be held accountable for all their crimes? Like, who is handling all the cash from the drug cartels?
You mean Big Pharma?
No, the Mexican and Chinese drug cartels. And of course, which Democrats are personally driving illegal immigrants over the border in their Land Rovers and Subarus? And for God's sakes, someone needs to finally find out about that pizza parlor operation Hillary has been going on. Sure, we got the location wrong before, but I've read online the real place is still open. So let's get on this stuff right away. The good thing is, all the answers we need are right on Hunter's laptop.
Look, I've said this before. I don't like Hunter Biden. A guy doesn't date his late brother's wife, and he's a terrible son too, as he's really messed up things for his dad. But you guys are gonna look stupid when it turns out, just like Benghazi, Hillary killing Vince Foster, and Barack Obama dealing coke in the White House, yeah, all you guys ever come up with are double deluxe nothing burgers. Let's move on to the next topic.
Spinning, spinning. Heads are spinning.
This one is mine. Now that President Trump,
Former president.
well, soon to be the current president, anyway, now that he has put out the most amazing, I think they call them NF somethings. They're digital pictures, and he blessed the general public with one. And anyone can buy them for only $99. Of course, they all sold out within hours.
Did they? Really?
Yes, they did. So I was thinking that other well-respected political figures should also put out their own NF somethings too. Just think how quickly people would snap up one with that great patriot Matt Gaetz, or maybe that spunky Lauren Boebert.
This is a great idea, Gerald. Maybe Jim Jordan should have one too, as he is a true living superhero. And don't forget about that real up-and-comer freshman congressman, George Santos. You know, talk about someone who has been brutalized by the mainstream media and is still hanging in there, fighting the good fight.
What, no superhero NFT for your fearless leader in the House? Now, I'm sure there are dozens of MAGA fans in Bakersfield who would snatch up a few.
Right? I'm thinking of approaching the same company that worked with President Trump.
Former President Trump. Former President Trump.
Fine. But for now, if you want to get technical, anyway, the money we can raise from selling these could go to a great cause. Like maybe the Republicans could hire a top-notch private eye, like Mannix or Colombo, to really dig up the dirt. Who knows what they could uncover?
Another great idea, Gerald. I too was thinking that a highly skilled private eye is just what the GOP needs to do real investigations. And if someone needs to be maybe roughed up a bit to get them to crack, so be it. We need someone outside the party, for plausible deniability.
What if nobody buys these dumb things? I still don't believe that Trump sold out all of his lame-ass NFTs. Who the hell bought them, besides Eric Trump? And whoever else did, I bet they're scared to show them to anybody outside their immediate family. It's kind of like being in possession of Nazi memorabilia. It may feel cool to have, but the neighbors will freak out if they ever see it.
Oh, nonsense. There are no laws against owning World War II memorabilia, Spud. A lot of people do. And only a snowflake like you would object to something as normal as that.
Yeah, I have a German Oktoberfest mug in my basement. I bought it online a few years back, and there, I said it, and I'm not embarrassed about it. Of course, I don't drink myself, but it's a nice conversation piece.
Good to know, Sergeant Schultz. Now, can we maybe wrap this thing up, please?
Very well, let's move on to It's a Wrap.
Spinning, spinning. Heads are spinning.
As we wrap up this episode, I must say that it is such a pleasure to get up in the morning and celebrate our reclaiming of America. Now, when I have my first cup of coffee and tune into Fox and Friends, I know that I will no longer be subjected to news about Nancy Pelosi's Antifa-inspired legislation pending in Congress. Now, when I lay my head down in bed at night, usually right after the Greg Gutfeld show, I will only have pleasant thoughts swirling in my mind when I nod off to deep sleep. How about you, Gerald?
Oh, I am sleeping so darn well right now, Ronald. Since the GOP took over the House of Representatives, I too only dream about nice, heartwarming thoughts when I go to sleep each night. Now, I myself usually leave Fox News on all night in our bedroom, in the background at a low volume, so it will be the first thing I see in the morning and I don't miss anything. I won't lie, my wife's not crazy about this, but she deals with it.
That's a clear case of audio cruelty, if you ask me. Your wife should call the authorities, and I can only imagine what the image of seeing Greg Gutfeld's face in the bedroom is having on both of your sex lives. Let alone hearing his squeaky-ass voice laughing at his own jokes. No amount of Viagra will help you to reach full release.
Yeah, Spud, my full release is between me, my God, and of course my wife, too.
I wanted to take a moment here to announce my soon-to-be-released audio series titled How to Destroy the Annoying Libs in Your Life. I even recorded a special version directed at preschoolers. I am excited about that demo. My fans will be able to download it at my website.
I've been thinking of doing something along those lines myself, Ronald. Cassette tapes that will educate the public on just what the libs are up to with all their wokey ideas. I was thinking of releasing a special version just for seniors in nursing homes. I believe they're an underserved group that also cares about CRT, polyamory, and neck tattoos.
Yeah, I bet my neighbor's mom, who's now in a memory care facility, would be first in line to purchase your whole series of cassettes. I'm sure she has a Walkman.
Cassettes, Gerald? Really? The 90s are calling and you need to pick up. But I wish you well with your little project. I will sign off now. I am Ronald Perryman.
Truth isn't truth.
Until we meet again, goodbye.
And I wish you good luck with your high-tech downloadable files of information, Ronald. I am sure my great-grandmother in her late 90s will enjoy them. Maybe some support staff at your website will help her listen to them. Okay, I am Gerald Holcolmb, your voice for liberty and freedom.
Freedom!
Signing off.
Yeah, I'm out of here too, and need to really go take a long hot shower as I continue to feel a bit dirty doing this thing. If there's a supreme being out there, I sure hope he or she cuts me some slack. I'm Spud Goodman, be all that you can be, and I mean that. God bless and ciao.
Bye-bye.
Heads are spinning.